don't you love some of these garment tags that we receive when we buy clothes or other merchandise? I've been collecting a bunch of them over the years, and I have such a collection, I decided that it was time to do something creative with them. So in this little tutorial, I'm going to run through some quick ideas on how you can use these and just alter them relatively easily into creating some really cool things. So I'm going to move these tags out of the way, and we'll start with, I love this one. It's from a company called Hinge. I'm not really sure what it was from, but I liked the colors of the tag, and I love that it's square and it has this little grommet at the top. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit here with some things, and I'm also going to use another tag with this, and this one was actually from a sports bra I saved, and I liked this one because it had a little grommet here and it opened up, so I'll use that as well. So let's see, I've got some jelly printed papers that I like. They're colorful, so we're going to use those. And then I have just some little pieces. I have a piece of lace and some other little tools here. These are fancy safety pins. I'm going to be using these a bit. I'm not sure what these are. It's a little hook. I'm not really even sure if this is something that you use for fishing. I don't know. And then a little charm. So I'll be using a variety of these kinds of things for some of these tags. All right, so, oh, and this, I've got this little, I'm going to be using a bunch of these. These are just those little double-sided quote cards that you can find. They're just in various gift shops, and I'm going to use the quote from that. So, okay, so what I'm going to start with is altering the smaller tag. And so I just have a couple different papers here that I'm going to use, and a glue stick. And what I want to do is I want to change the inside of this because I don't want this sports bra and this text to show. So what I want to do is put some pretty paper in there. And I think a combination of this blue and maybe this pink and a little bit of that green is really pretty. So to make it simple, I'm going to just put the adhesive on the card. And then I can place the paper on it and then just trim off the excess. And of course, I want to make sure my cut is straight. All right, so I'm just going to slide that in, and then I'll just cut off the extra that hangs over the edge. Pretty simple, huh? And then I'll do the same thing on this side too. So, and I think I like the blue, so let's just put this part of the blue in there. And again, I'm just going to place it kind of close, and then I can just trim off the excess. Now that this is trimmed, I'm going to go ahead and glue it onto my tag. So my thought here is to glue the little booklet on this little book that opens up now right onto the top of this tag. And I want to leave this spot open or over to the side so I can put something in there like a little ribbon or a charm or something if I wanted to do that. So I want to leave that available. And then I'm just going to glue this down. So I'm not worried about the back of the tag because it's going to be glued down and it won't matter because you won't see it. So I'm going to put the adhesive on this. And again, I'm going to move it to where it's over the edge. And I can see that much easier on the back to make sure it's straight. And then just press. Now, I think what I want to do with this is write my little message on the inside. So I'm going to leave the inside blank. And then I'm going to cut this, cut the quote. I think I'm just going to cut it straight out. and just cut it. And this way it'll fit right over the wording that's already on the front of the tag. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, I'll think about that. I think that's what I want to put on there. All right, and then let's see that lace. I'm gonna put the lace in here. I want to just soften it up a little bit. So I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna just do it just like this tag has. It's string on here. Just looping it through, and then I'm just gonna put it in a knot up here at the top. All right, next we're going to go ahead and add the charm to this little clip. It has a little thing that opens up on the side, and then you can press the charm in there, and then it fits in just like that. And then I have the fancy safety pin that opens as well, like that. And then I'm going to put the safety pin through the little top here, this little loop. And then I'm going to just pull it and add it to I'm going to add it to the one that's part of the tag already, not the lace. And then close the safety pin. And then what I have is this little dangle. Now I have this cute little dangle on there, and I really like that. All right, the only thing left now is to put our quote on there. And it looks like I cut it straight, but I think I want to round off the corner a little bit. So I have this is a crocodile corner chomper, and I'm going to just put these little corners in, and if I cut it correctly, then it will be able to round it off. And I think I might have done an okay job. I just think it looks pretty that way. A little bit nicer. It's a little off, but I'm not going to worry about it. I should have cut it with a paper cutter, but I'm going to embrace the imperfection. And I'm going to put some glue stick on it. And then let's add that to the front. And so now we have the little quote on there. I like that. And we have our little charm. And then if I want to add something over here to the side of this one, I can. And then of course I've got my little book opens up, and I can put a little greeting inside there. So I rather like that. Little gift tag with a little book. And you could put the person's name on there if you wanted to do that instead of a quote. But I like that one. Okay. This tag came from Anthropology, and I really like it. I like the length of it, that it's long and skinny, and it has this nice little additional piece here, this white piece that I really like. And it feels, it's very thick and sturdy. It feels almost like it has a suede finish to it. So I think I'm going to put the little greeting on the white part, and we're going to cover this part up. I've been collecting, I cut these out. I saved these little flowers that come off of t-shirts. This one was an old t-shirt from J. Crew. Sometimes you can get lucky and find these at thrift stores. And so I've cut a few flowers off of it, and I'm going to recycle it. And I think we're going to use a little clip. I think this is called a bullnose clip, and some sari ribbon. So this one's going to be pretty simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I've got this little sticker sheet. This is by Cosmo Cricket, and it's called, it's a little text one. I don't think it has a name on it. Tiny text. They're just like little words and greetings, and I really like this one. It says just for you. So this will be a perfect one for this tag, and it can be a gift tag. So I'm going to, or let's see. I actually like this one. Let's use this one just because. and it actually matches the sorry ribbon that I just picked up. So let's use that one. I like that better. And then I'm just going to stick it right here, right over the top of the word that's on the tag. So easy to do. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure I want to put maybe this one on there, and that matches really nice. Look how pretty that is. And then I think the clip will go on the bottom with the sorry. But let's put the sorry ribbon on the clip, and I'm just going to fold it in half and create this little loop, and then put it. I don't know how many we can get through here. This is a little thick. There we go. We'll shove that in there. And then you create a loop. That loop comes out the other side, and then you just pull those little tails through it like that. You probably have already done this before, but that's how you do it. And I thought the cream would be really pretty, and I really like this green. So maybe we can do these two together because this one green is really thin. So let's see if we can cram these three together because I really want to have three colors. Voila, I got it. All right, and then let's put that through there and pull it through. It's a little thicker now, so just be really careful, especially if you're using sorry ribbon because it tends to be very fragile. And now you've got this really cool little fragile ribbon tail. I like that. And so my thought is let's attach it here at the bottom. It fits perfectly on the end of this tag. And then we'll use a glue stick to attach that little, more of a crocheted flower. So let's do that. And you can use any kind of adhesive. If you have like a double-sided tape or those things called glue dots, you can use that. I'm just going to use my glue stick because it's right here next to me. And this fits perfectly on here to cover up the writing. And then this little baby one, I think looks really pretty in the center. And again, this is just one I cut off of my t-shirt. Now this one I might need to put a little bit of that, maybe a glue dot on there, I think, and that would hold, or a little piece of double-sided tape. Okay, so I'll put a little piece of double-sided tape on that, and then it will be finished. Now that one was super easy, and I really like it. And I don't want to change this because I really like the top of the tag here. And now it just becomes a nice little gift tag. And your recipient could even hang that and keep it maybe on an inspiration board or something. So, all right, there's another tag. I hope you enjoyed that.